Welcome to Shamrock Reddit Stories. Am I the Butthole Edition, where a man's fiance's sister tries to give him unwanted relationship advice and he puts her in her place. This one is from FedUp1 and it's called, Am I the Butthole for my comment towards my girlfriend's sister and refusing to apologize? So, my 27-year-old girlfriend Marissa and I have been together for 3.5 years. We have a wonderful relationship, and she truly is my best friend. We have been having some roadblocks pop up recently, however, which has led to some beef with her family. So, I want a prenup. It's something I've always wanted in a marriage. Marissa is super against them. We are working through it, but it's a very sensitive topic. Marissa vents to her sisters a lot about her life, and the prenup issue has come up when talking to them. Her whole family is aware of the situation, and they aren't very happy about it. They feel like they've always treated me like family, so the fact that I'm doubting Marissa is offensive to them. They are very traditional people. I've tried explaining that this isn't a trust issue, it's a numbers game, and I'm just trying to protect myself. I won't propose until she agrees to sign one. I already have the ring, and she knows this. She won't say yes with a prenup involved, so we are at a stalemate. It's led to a lot of late nights talking about it, and we are even seeing a counselor about the situation. So, obviously, it's a very sore topic, and one that I really don't want to talk about. Well, I got home yesterday from golfing with some of my boys, and her older sister Jen was at our place. I said hello and went to lay down. Had a few beers. Jen asked me to come out and speak with them. I reluctantly agreed to. I walk into the living room and Jen says, "Sit down," like I was in the principal's office or something. She started lecturing me on trust in a relationship and how I needed to pull my head out of my butt. I told her I wouldn't be discussing the relationship with her and stood up to leave. Jen said, "No, sit down and let's hash this out." My girlfriend tried to tell her sister to back down. Jen said she was fed up with my attitude towards the prenup and tired of me treating her sister like a gold digger. I told her that our relationship was none of her business and she needed to drop it. Jen said this, "You are such an idiot and are going to ruin your relationship. You have no idea how to have a successful relationship and it's because of your attitude." I looked at her and said, "I'm not going to sit here and be given relationship pointers by a woman with 2 baby daddies and no ring. Check yourself." I immediately left the room and went back to my bedroom. Marissa came in a few minutes later saying that her sister had left in tears and that I owed her an apology. I told her absolutely not. If she wanted to get personal and involve herself in others' relationships, then she opens herself up, that she can't throw stones without expecting some returning fire. I told Jen to stop and she kept going. My girlfriend said she told Jen to not speak on our situation anymore, but would like me to apologize. We wrote this post together to get a fair version and verdict. Am I the butthole? On the issue of whether or not you are the butthole, OP, you are definitely not the butthole. Your statement about not taking advice from a woman with 2 babies from different baby daddies and no ring was admittedly harsh, but not out of line. Just like you said, if she's going to be dishing out unwanted relationship advice and calling you names, then she has to expect some return fire, especially when she has no business butting into you and your girlfriend's affairs, related or not. Now, as far as the issue of the prenup, I think that Entertainment Kind 252 said it best when she commented that, "Before my husband and I got married, we talked to a lawyer about a prenup and she explained it as an act of love. You are making decisions to protect yourself and your partner right now while you love each other and care for the best for them, with the hope of never having to use it. But in the case you do have to use it, it was already decided with each other's best interest in mind and not coming from a place of anger and spite later on. Now that sounds like good advice. This one is from Brave Influence 8972, and it's called, Am I the butthole for changing my coworker's tire and making my other coworkers look bad? Now this happened before COVID. The coworker whose tire I changed was the office crush for every man in the office who wasn't attached or gay. She is a lovely woman inside and out. We are going to call her Abby. This incident happened at an office Christmas party. The party was at a pub in a questionable area. Throughout the night, Abby got hit on, and anyone who wasn't trying to sleep with her could tell she was uncomfortable. So my boyfriend and I kind of became her buffer for the night. When the party was over and we headed to the car park, we found that Abby's tire was flat with a nail in it. And, of course, many of the guys were offering to take Abby home or wait with her for the tow truck. Again, anyone could tell that she was not comfortable with those options. I told Abby to open the boot and I would put the spare on, and that should get her home, and that's what I did. I didn't think anything of this until Monday morning, when one of the guys approached me in the break room to say that I emasculated them. I asked, how did I emasculate them? He replied saying, someone like you shouldn't know how to change tires. Me, I'm the son of a mechanic. Why wouldn't I know how to change tires? Him, you know what I mean. Me, are you saying that gay men can't change tires? I said this loudly so others could hear. Him, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that... I cut him off. If you were emasculated by me changing a tire, then learn how to change a bloody tire. And I walked off. This came up at a dinner party, and my brother-in-law said that I was kind of a butt for playing the gay card and that he'd feel emasculated if he was in the guy's shoes and I was a rooster block. I refused to believe that I was a butthole in this, so he said to post here. So, Reddit, am I the butthole? You know, this hadn't even crossed my mind until I read some of the comments, and commenter Draka wrote, is it just me, or does it feel like the nail in the tire wasn't an accident? I mean, any one of these manly, hetero, macho men could have changed the tire instead of trying to get her in their own car. And yes, it was your coworker that made it about you being gay, not you. Actually, this feels like you and Abby should have taken this to HR, if only for her safety at the next company event. You know, in fact, many commenters to this story agree that someone deliberately put a nail in her tire. Really? Are men really that base that they would sink to such levels in normal society? Ooh, that just creeps me the F out. Well, that's it for this one, folks. See you in the next one.